Hello, so this is a tutorial for a card force that I use all the time. I think it's pretty easy, and I think it's good and nice and looks good and looks realistic. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll get into how to do it. So I'll be forcing the seven of spades. So say they touch that card, you show it, and that's the force, the seven of spades. All right, so that's basically what it looks like. And now let's get into how to do it. Okay, so basically what you're gonna need to know how to do is cull a card, and that's really it. So I'll go over a pretty basic idea of how to do this. What I like to do is have the card that I want to force fourth position from the top of the deck. So in this case, it would be the Queen of Hearts. Usually, I just shuffle and show the deck is all mixed up, and then just memorize the fourth card instead of selecting a forced card and then putting it in the fourth position. It's just more impractical. It depends what routine I'm doing though that involves forced cards. So in this case, we'll be forcing the two of spades. So as you say in a minute, you're just gonna reach down and touch a card, and as you say this, push over 4 cards. What's gonna happen is the thumb that has most of the pack in it is going to reach over and only contact the third card down. All right. Then what's going to happen as this is pressing down is these fingers are going to reach over and grab this card. Okay, so just these fingers. So this pushing down the third card. These fingers are going to cull. It's called culling, in case you don't know. We're going to cull this card out until you hear the click or feel the click. Okay, now what you're going to do is from the top, it looks like you're just spreading over, but you're actually pushing all the cards underneath that card you're going to force. But from the top, it should just look normal. Next, what's going to happen is the spectator is going to touch a card, and you're going to move the called card over a little bit till it's about halfway, and it should be less messy than this. And you're going to display this card very quickly, so they'll point to the card, say, all right, this one. Now what's going to happen is it's kind of going to come like this, and you're going to hold it. Your thumb's going to lay across the top. This is the part where it's kind of just do whatever feels comfortable to you. And these fingers this time, one to the rest of the deck. So this lifts up there, cull the card in the middle. It's going to reach over, and it's going to pull this card as closely in line with the card they touched as possible. And then what's going to happen is the whole thing's going to turn over. You're going to display the card like that, and then take it over. All right, so I'm going to go through that again. So the card you're forcing, in this case the King of Clubs, fourth position down. All right, so in a minute, you will reach down and touch a card. As you say this, spread over, make contact on the third card. Will these fingers cull and pull over that selected fourth card till it clicks. Then you're just going to, like before, keep spreading while keeping that king on the bottom there. From the top, it should look like normal, just spreading through the deck. They're going to touch a card. Say they touch this one. Going to break up for like half a second. These fingers will pull the culled card over as you, so it's like that. So they'll pull it over as you turn up to display. So it should look like all you're doing is having them touch a card and then just showing it. But you're actually displaying the culled card instead of the actual card they touched. All right. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna I'll go over one more quick time just for those of you that still don't really get it yet, but if you do, thanks for watching, and see ya. But so yeah, basically contact third card, pull it back, spread on top, someone touches a card, lift up, put your fingers here, bring it over pretty much aligned, and then pull up to show like that. So it should look pretty fluid. So they like touch a card just like that one, you show it, and that was a force. All right, so the reason I like this one the most is just because it looks the most natural, you know, and then it just looks the most natural, and that's what I like about it. You know, there's no like riffle force, make it look kind of sketchy. It's just touch a card, show the card, practice. The more fluid you can get this, obviously the more convincing it looks. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching.